Good
I'm
afternoon.
fine. I'm fine. How are you? Long
I'm
time
fine.
after this, during the lockdown. How are you keeping?
I'm doing well. It's been busy juggling everything, obviously. Uh, and, we're helping a lot of clients who are in trouble because of the lockdown.
Hmm.
So that's keeping us busy.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. It's a good opportunity today for me to know more about what you do, and for the audience also to know about what you do and how you can help them. Would it be okay if you can share a little bit about your background story and your business journey?
Yes, sure. So I am a qualified solicitor. I've been in the industry for over 20 years now. I
Hmm.
used to be a general counsel with a large multinational television broadcaster.
Hmm.
And around 8 years ago, when the recession hit, I noticed a lot of people being made redundant and,
Yeah.
setting up as entrepreneurs.
Hmm.
There was a study conducted showing that lots of people did not use lawyers because they were either too intimidated or they were worried about the costs or the formalities involved. So
Hmm.
I thought, this is a good opportunity to actually set up my own consultancy and help such businesses to grow, to be risk free, because there's a lot of businesses that actually fail because of not having things in place right from day one. And that's how Bizlaw UK was launched around 8 years ago.
Fantastic. Just tell us a little bit more detail about Bizlaw UK. What specific sectors? How do you help clients and so on?
So it's now grown into a full service consultancy where we have a panel of experienced solicitors covering all areas of law. They get pulled in as and when required based on the client's need. So we actually decide who's the right fit for our client, and then we put them in touch with the concerned solicitor. Some of the work gets done under our own banner because it's called non-reserved work, which then allows us to be a bit more flexible with clients, which a lot of our clients really like. We can, WhatsApp them. We can give them flexible pricing to suit their budgets. We can act as their in-house lawyers without the overheads, fill in for maternity cover. So there's a lot that we do in that space. We also are specialists with, I personally am a specialist with media law.
Mm.
So I work with a lot of um, uh, content creators, like, film producers for their
Based
contracts,
on your previous experience, is it?
based on my previous experience and on my connection with my connections sending me work as well,
Hmm.
because a lot of them have then moved on to set up their own businesses.
Yeah.
So we might work with advertising agencies, we might work with online content creators, etc. But we work with all genres of business, all types of businesses, and we even help individuals who are looking for things like, buying a property or going through a divorce. So it covers a big gamut.
Interesting. Quite a diverse sort of audience. What would you say differentiates you from your competitors? Is it the media experience? Because you did mention, at least in the last few minutes, several ones, whether it is divorce or the media or the real estate, and these are quite diversified. So, what differentiates you from your competition, Reina?
So what differentiates me is that it's a very personalized service. The client is not just a file. We look after the client right from the time they come to us. If it's something we can't help with, we connect them with people who can, who are vetted and trusted. It's a very holistic service where we are proactive rather than reactive.
Mm.
So we quite often tell the client that they might need something which they didn't realize they needed. Or if they come to us saying they're looking for a particular type of contract, we might explain to them that that's not what they need something else. We do things like a legal health check. So we see that they have things in place, documents in place, and proceed. If their trademark hasn't been registered, we would advise them to do that when they start up. Basic contracts with suppliers, with customers, having all that ready from day one. And then as they grow, obviously we can help them with employees and commercial leases, buying other businesses, disputes. So it's a wide gamut of legal work, but it's like a personal in-house lawyer for smaller businesses that don't have the mandate to hire someone.
Mm, mm. Quite a diversified sort of actions, right from the impetus, from the setup to the growth, which is brilliant. What would you consider your biggest achievement, or what is your biggest success story that you are really proud of, Reina?
I think my greatest achievement is actually growing from being an in-house lawyer, where I had just one large client, to setting up my own business, learning on the journey, and actually having so many great client testimonials now, which make me proud to have been able to help so many around me, so many businesses, and so many
Mhm.
individuals. And I would say those testimonials are my greatest achievement.
This is brilliant. What is said about you rather than what you say about yourself. This is really fantastic. And to change the mindset from an employee solicitor, if you'd like, into an entrepreneur, into a business owner, with all the challenges that is set in there, it's really great. So this is the bright side of the story. Can you share a little bit about the challenges that you have faced and how you overcame those?
Yes, so one of the challenges when I began 8 years ago was that I started off with just a few clients and it was just me. And then I realized that this is not what I want. I want to grow it into a business in itself. And that's where I looked at, growing it into Bizlaw UK, which has a multifaceted approach now, where we can even help our clients with funding, advance assurance, accountancy, and it's actually turned into a one-stop shop now.
Mm,
um, Purely because you can't just rely on one or two clients.
yeah.
If the climate is bad, that client goes bust. You're left with nothing, and you're just like an employee then. So to avoid that risk, I grew it into a business where we have regular clients coming in. So that if they're not coming in from one source, they're coming in from another. And at the end of the day, I think your client is king. So really learning how to ask more questions rather than answer them, and find out what our clients need rather than telling them what they need, I think is the challenge that I have overcome and become quite good at now.
This is very, very interesting because it's all about the client and what they want. Rather, it's their journey rather than our journey.
Yes.
Is there So that's exciting because it's quite diverse from the small mindset into the entrepreneur mindset in terms of few challenges, in terms of overcoming and preempting issues. What would be your advice to small business owners? How can you add value to them?
I think they should definitely, seek a free legal risk audit or health check, because it doesn't cost them anything, just to see
Mhm.
that they have everything they need to be, sorted out for them. And also, I would say they have to be a brand online, because nowadays you're really competing with the big brands that have a lot of large budgets for marketing, and a
Mhm.
lot of the small businesses don't have that. So they are their brand, and people need to know, like, and trust them, obviously. So they need to be out there. They need to have good LinkedIn profiles, good websites, testimonials, and maybe take your help to do some of this marketing if they can't do it themselves.
Mm.
Because when I do a search on, say I'm going on a holiday, I will look up, online reviews, like on TripAdvisor maybe.
Yeah.
The same way people look up the business and the owner and see, is this a business I want? Not my problem.
This is a fantastic advice, to be honest. Researching what they want and getting the best advice on how to move forward. Is there any upcoming exciting events that you would like to tell us about or share with the audience?
So, with Brexit happening at the end of the year, I don't know if you're aware, but I'm a dual qualified solicitor. And I work a lot as well with international businesses expanding into the UK.
Mhm.
So Bizlaw UK is listed on the international directory for inward investment,
Mhm.
the UK government's directory, which is obviously a great achievement, and it gives us a lot of
Brilliant.
credibility.
Yep.
We have helped companies in the US launch onto the UK, like television channels launch onto Sky. We have helped companies from India and companies from the UK wanting to do business with India, so a bit of cross-border work as well. And I see next year being a launch pad for a lot more of this collaboration with the rest of the world happening, because we will not be only tied to Europe, but we'll be free to do deals with the rest of the world as well.
Mhm.
And we are also looking at inviting the brightest and the best talent from around the world into the UK, so we can help connect people with immigration consultants that can help with these visas as well.
This is a third sector. Well done, Reina. I think this is very exciting for me also to know about your different services and different experiences and qualifications. Thank you so much for today. It was a great discussion that I found very useful, and I hope that a lot of people would do so. I know Reina now for maybe 2 to 3 years. We are part of different networking groups. We've met a lot during some of the workshops that I held along with NatWest, and we bump into each other in different
Yes.
instances here in Harrow. So great to see you, and hope that we can meet in person, hopefully in the near future when things settle here in the UK. In the meantime, have a brilliant rest of the week, Reina, and we'll be in touch.
You too, Kal. When you mentioned Harrow, just a thought that just struck me is we are currently working with the Harrow Council, that is
Mhm.
funding local Harrow businesses to help them
Fantastic.
with this problem, and we are the legal partners. So if
Excellent.
any of your clients are looking for help, they should get in touch with the London Business Partnership. They're having lots of online events as well, networking events online. And
Mhm.
obviously, if they're looking for legal assistance, accountancy, or anything
I can
else,
come to you.
it's all available. Yes.
Fantastic, Reina. Have a brilliant afternoon, and
You too.
we'll be in touch soon.
Yes. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Reina.
Goodbye.
Bye.